This is Suzanne Wagner, and I'm doing my personal quote and blog for the 19th of October, 2022. My quote for today: life requires a lot of chopping, and done well, also cans that are popping. The ancestors learned how to preserve food. Wines were made and meats were stewed. We needed to learn how to survive the cold. We needed to learn how to eat to become old. In our current world of grocery store chains, we forget how to do some of those survival things. It is important for us to practice how to prepare for harder times. It is helpful to have things to share because sometimes what we have is what another may need. When we have abundance, why not try to feed those that are suffering and needing our care? When we have enough, it is a sin to not share. And my blog for today: we live in a world where monsters lurk in the shadows of souls. They wait for the perfect moment to take the controls. We create laws that pretend to protect people and the land when they intend to erode the liberties where we stand. If we cannot see how our choices perpetuate lies, we will also not see the suffering in the eyes of those that become the victims of our lack of concern, and many things will collapse because of our inability to learn. It is not like what is happening has not happened before, but we are trained to be ignorant and to ignore. That is because if great education was allowed, then even the poor could see, and then the people would not be so quick to agree. Those in power will always try to keep the masses with blinders on and no access to classes. They make the cost so high that some cannot reach, and intentionally overwhelm them with the liars that can preach. That is how a civilization will fail. They allow a few the rights to assail. They support laws that ignore those with wealth and deny care to those in poor health. They cripple the people by limiting the options and force women to give birth and adoptions. I refuse to stay silent to the truth in a world that pretends to care for its people when it intends to upend the rights of the many in favor of a few. It is time to revolt and make something brand new. What currently exists has been manipulated into a form, and while some see that as acceptable and the norm, we must take back what used to be freely and completely ours and reach much higher than the stars. It is time for those with good in their hearts to become the leaders and take away the darts from those that intend to cause suffering and pain. It is time for those that hate to go down their own drain. I look towards those that speak with kindness and care to finally ascend that illustrious stair that allows them to become a new potential for all to see and break through all the hate so we can learn to agree. Thanks, everyone.